Alright, sorry about that. I'm going to try to make this one quicker. That was, I wasn't expecting that. The batteries really do not last that long at all. This is part 2 of blog 4. Okay, so I was talking about the pain in my stomach. What had happened was, I was afraid that they weren't going to believe me, and then the doctor come in, started pressing on everything, and he could feel it. There was air and everything swelling up in my stomach. What happened was my large intestine had fallen asleep. When they put me under for the surgery, everything goes to sleep and my large intestine never woke up. So instead of being open like this, it was collapsed. And I had started drinking my liquids for the first time, and I was steady putting in liquids, and then your body's also making digestive fluids, and my small intestine was completely full. Both small intestines were completely full and filled my stomach up, and it was causing me a lot of pain because it had nowhere to go until my large intestine woke up. And I guess I was he had been talking about me going home Wednesday afternoon, and 12 o'clock Wednesday I started vomiting. I mean, vomiting bad. And I mean, every 15 minutes I was getting sick. And it was a lot, and I didn't know my stomach was that full. But that's, and it's bad when it's pushing back up through your stomach, because your stomach has a muscle at the end of it. And mine was not removed on the surgery. With some of the weight loss surgeries, it gets removed. And the reason I like my surgery that it wasn't removed, because I will not have the dumping syndrome. I will not have the vomiting and all the other bad parts about the dumping syndrome because of this. But with that being on there, that being still on there, it was forcing it back that way. Well, it took 24 hours. It took all night and all day until about 3 a.m. Saturday morning, when everything finally broke loose, and I started, going to the bathroom regularly and everything else. And then Saturday morning, my doctor comes in and says, "Well, if everything goes right, you can go home Monday morning." So I started doing my drinks on Saturday. I got 3 cups of water in one day, which they're small cups, and that's all they wanted me to do. 1 cup an hour in one day. But the next day, he comes in there, and I said, "Look, Doc, I really want to go home. I've been here 5 days. It's been almost, I want to go home. I don't want to be here no more. I'm starting to get depressed. I can't sleep at night. I was like, I don't want to be here. I want to get home so I can be more active." And yeah, when you get home, you're more active than what you think, and it hurts. We should stay in the hospital. But so he said, "Well, if you drink 6," this was 9 o'clock in the morning, I think, 10 o'clock in the morning. He said, "If you can drink 6 glasses of fruit juice or water between now and 4 o'clock, he goes, I'll let you go home tonight." And I said, "Not a problem." He said, "Now you got to sip on them, drink them slow." I said, "Still, not a problem. I can do that." So I got to come home last night. Finally got out of there about 8 o'clock. Went to Walmart. First time in my life I've ever got on one of them rascals. I refused to get on one of them rascals because I was overweight, and I just didn't want people to point at me and say, "Look, why can't he walk?" or something like that. And so I always walked through Walmart. I never got on a rascal, and I was in pain the whole time. But last night I was not going to, I don't care anymore. So had just got out of surgery and everything. I was in pain. So I rode on one of the rascals around Walmart to get some of my prescriptions and stuff like that. Part of the downsides of the surgery is I've had diarrhea. I go to the bathroom about 10 times a day. Just like if I had the flu, run to the bathroom. The doctor said that will not last. He said it's a side effect of the medication from having the x-rays and stuff like that I had. He said that will go away. He said I will, however, be going to the bathroom 3 times a day after I heal and everything starts working right. Looking at my notes, see if I missed anything. I felt like I gained, while I was at the hospital, I felt like I gained more weight. That was probably because due to the swelling. I had an IV here, I had an IV here. They had to put an IV in here. needles all up in my arm. I got bruises all up in my arm on both sides where they kept drawing blood, and yeah, I got pricked more times. It hurt. It got to where I didn't feel the needle anymore when they came in. So, but do I recommend this surgery for anybody? If you have lost weight before, I mean, I'm talking about lost weight, worked and lost weight. I had lost 125 pounds before, and I gained it back plus another 200 pounds on top of it. If you have done something like that in your lifetime, I recommend this surgery. I don't recommend it for anybody that's around 300 pounds or 350 pounds. If you're 300, 350 pounds, I recommend you try the other surgeries first. They can always do the sleeve and then come back and do this one later on. I went ahead and had both of them done at one time. I'm not sure if they can do this one if you've had the gastric bypass. But I know with the gastric bypass, I've seen a lot of people gain weight back. But with this one here, the chances of me gaining weight back are very, very, very low. This is a malnutrition surgery. It's a high-risk surgery. I was the first one to have this surgery done in Salisbury at the hospital in Salisbury. My doctor told me that I will be in the medical charts and talked about it all the board meetings, and they're going to use me as an example for all their meetings and showings of stuff for trying to sell this surgery to people. But like I said, I don't recommend it for anybody that is only a couple hundred pounds, like 100 pounds overweight or something like that. I was 505 pounds when I first started this journey. That's a lot of weight, and I don't recommend it for somebody around 300 pounds. You can try another surgery that's not quite as dangerous, not quite as long-term as far as malnutrition and stuff. I will be on vitamins the rest of my life, like the other ones, but I've got like really bad vitamin deficiency now. And if I stop taking them, I will die. They have me on folic acid. They have me on Flintstone vitamins. They have me on. I gotta take Tums Ultra 1000. I got my Flintstone Completes, my folic acid, my vitamin B12 shots. Gotta have once a month. This here is your Duodenal. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I gotta take 2 capsules by mouth every day. I don't know if this one's for the rest of my life or not. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to ask my doctor.